Elves, eh? Oh, both of these enter tap. Oh, never mind. What a rip. What a rip. Get that stupid elf out of here. Is it better to be lucky or good? Another elf. Oh, hell yeah. We're going to get him. Oh, we're going to get him. Oh, we're going to get him. We're going to get him so fucking good. Yeah, tap 4. What the fuck is this? That's so much mana. Do I think I'm going to be able to censor them at any point? Storm the Festival, 1-2, gets 3, 4. I just saw this list from the 5-0s, right? This is from a Pioneer preliminary yesterday. So, somebody's come up with a better list. I thought the Urion thing was kind of cute and kind of dated, personally. I did play the Urion version of this deck. So somebody asked why the Urion version. Traditionally, blue-white in Pioneer has been playing Urion. And they're adding a bunch of cards, you know, omens and Narsets and things to bounce to get value from. But I don't think you necessarily need to do that. It felt a little unnecessary and masturbatory when I was playing it before, so we're trying out the 60. Plus it did okay in a tournament. If that deck curves out on you, you just get destroyed. Come on, come on. Voracious Hydra for 1. Really? You're not going to make it for 2? You're going to play around Censor? Alright, you're the genius. You're a genius. Alright, let's try and find an untapped white source. They're not going to play into that. Alright, untapped white source and... Well, that's annoying. Alright, what should I exile here? I should exile one of these. Probably this stupid thing. It's double and... I don't really want them to draw cards. Done. Maybe I could have just left up Veto and taken a punch. And then just held up the Verdict. But they have 4 mana here. 5 mana gets to Nissa, so I don't know. But it doesn't feel like they're playing Nissa if they're playing these stupid pathways. Maybe I should have held up Veto. But yeah. Yorvo. Oh my god, Yorvo. What? Am I just cleaning this up with a Verdict? Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Boop, 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 boop. Are they playing Mistcutter Hydra? They can't be playing Mistcutter Hydra. Get out of here. Mistcutter Hydra is the only card I could think of that punishes me for this. Burning Tree. Powerful. Let's go. Plus. Ooh, Teferi. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could Deluge. How much mana do I have if I Deluge? Or I could just hold up Hall of the Storm Giants to kill this. Oh, let's just Deluge. We'll find an answer. Alright, we'll go Portable Hole and Absorb. We could take the Feel the Ruin, but I don't really give a fuck about this. Alright, let's Portable Hole that stupid thing. And untap, untap. Alright, feels like this game's pretty USUP. 81, thank you for 2 months of support. I appreciate it. Crisis. Oh my god, a 2/2. Alright, so they get to draw 2 no matter what here, but I don't really want to deal with this yet. We'll just counterspell it. If I could actually tap better. I'm used to Archmage Charm, but let's just counterspell this 2/2, 4/4. This is a 2/2, so they drew 1 card. Fancy. That's how you know it's desperate times in the kingdom over there. Alright, so we have Let's cast another Deluge. We'll get Field of Ruin, Deserted Beach. And we'll play the Field of Ruin. Okay. Untap, untap. So we have a Scry here. Hydroid Crazes. X is 2. So they're drawing 1 card and making it 2/2. You drive a hard bargain, opponent. Alright, let's scry. I guess we'll put this on the bottom. I guess we can have we can take that to clean that up. So we'll plus this land. I think we might as well. I think we'll have enough mana to Deluge. Get the Wandering Emperor, I guess we'll just get I guess we'll get another Deluge, Jesus. This is pretty gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll have to discard. We could just discard something and then do this. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's just discard a Teferi. It's okay. It's okay. We don't really need Teferi. I mean, we need Teferi emotionally, but we don't actually need him physically. Emotionally, it's good to have like 8 Teferis in your hand, but this Wandering Emperor is going to seal up the game. Emotional support Teferi? Yeah, that's pretty much what he is. Alright, well this matchup did not feel particularly close, but they also didn't get to do their busted shit. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here with your weak ass shit. I mean, they have 6 cards in hand, so, I mean, in theory, I shouldn't be talking shit. That's not how this channel works. Vivian. Distribute. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. Alright. Teferi goes up. Wandering Emperor goes up. Beach. What is this? Reveal target creature? I probably shouldn't let him do that. Fateful Absence. And we have Deluge. And we get to untap these 2 lands. Untap, untap. Alright. We have Eiganjo, we have Horrible Hole, we have the Verdecto, we have this, we have that. Draw a card. Yeah. They're not winning this game, unfortunately. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe I will learn something today about my... Alright, well... They probably have another Nykthos in there. I don't know. Let's just draw 2 cards. Aether Gust. And I guess Censor. And let's be annoying. Let's be annoying. Boink. They put it on the bottom. Oh my god. The reason I'm doing that and just firing that off like that is because I'm going to have too many cards in my hand. Right? I'm going to run out of cards here pretty quick. I'll make a knight. So, you know, 1, 2... I'm already having to discard, so I might as well fire cards off for no fucking value. Speaking of no fucking value, I guess I'll just play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I already have to discard. Need something to kill them faster? I mean, I know. I have this 1/1. Untap. We'll untap the Nykthos. Guess I'm discarding. I'm just going to discard. Guess we'll discard the whole. No, I want their suffering. I just want to ultimate Teferi. Right? Like, Teferi ultimate wins this game, no matter what. You know? So yes, I could kill him with all the Storm Giants, but Teferi Ultimate's going to win the game. Like, you could win the game, but you could also make them suffer. So as a blue-white control player, I feel their suffering must be more severe. Right? Their suffering must be severe. Make them suffer. We can untap their lands too. Yeah, I mean, they're making me play it out. I mean, I could be scrying, but at this point I'm just wasting game actions. Alright, it's a 2-turn clock with the building, so fine. Boink, boink, boink. It's a 2-turn clock with the building. So now we have multiple avenues of victory. Untap. Untap. Discard this. Building. This thing's crazy. This Hall of the Storm Giants is fucked up. Such a fucked Magic card. Hey, they got their 6th land. Alright, so they're basically a rampy deck with Hydroid Krasis and Vivian Arcbow. And the blue is... Why is this card all that they're doing? Sure, we could scry here, but they're just dead. Alright, fine. There's so many ways to kill them. Emblem. Plus new Teferi. Plus draw. Doink. They must die slow. They must not be killed by the building this turn. They must die slow. Could have played the other Emperor to kill them, but I want them to die slow. We could have attacked with the building to kill them. There's so many things we could do to kill them. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'll put them out of their misery. One, two, three. It's got to get an extra counter on it. Okay, well, probably didn't need to fuck around with them that much. Probably could have just killed them a lot sooner. Alright, what do I want to do? Where are these Aether Gusts at? We probably want these. Is there a reason to upgrade the portable holes? Reader, well, thank you, Reed. We're playing... Welcome, everyone. We're playing Pioneer. We're checking out the format post-bans. There was a modern prelim yesterday. There was one by a blue-white controlled list without Yorion, which is usually what you see in these lists. And so we're giving it a thought. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone, from Reed's channel. I hope you had a good stream. I saw you were playing Jund, which is... Alright, let's cut to Censors. They played around the Censors pretty well. We just won game 1. We're going into game 2 versus a green-blue Devotion-y deck. Reed was pretty rude. I don't think Reed's been rude a day in his life. Let's bring in the Narset over these other Censors. It's possible we want a way to finish the game, but I think the Verdict should do a good job cleaning up their board. We could bring in a Shark Typhoon. They played around Censor. I guess they won't be able to play around Censor all the time, but they did a pretty good job playing around it in the first game, so... The only thing I'm worried about is the portable holes, if they're going to become a liability. Alright. Let's keep this hand. Oath of Nissa. Thank you, thank you. Well, so this is some kind of mixed devotion deck. It's playing Burning Trees and traditional, like... Alright, let's just get this in and yield. So, last game, for anyone who wasn't here, they played... The big thing that they did was Hydroid Crisis. And they have a bunch of double green devotion things, Voracious Hydras. Alright, so we're going to Burning Tree into... Hopefully not too many Burning Trees follow. Okay, perfect. Oh, alright. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. What do I want to get? So I have to hold something. I can hold one of these and hope they... Like, it's hold this and hope they don't have a Nykthos, or hold one of these. If they have a Nykthos, I'm kind of ruined anyway, so it's probably just hole time. We'll just get the elf. If they have a Nykthos, obviously that was a punt. Obviously this is a punt. But at the same time, that is one devotion and makes a mana, so I don't know. Hopefully there's no Nykthos. That's all I gotta say. Alright. No Nykthos. Okay. Can we make it to the Supreme Verdict? Alright. We got kind of lucky. They just have no mana. I should probably kill this thing to prevent the trigger. But I kind of want to hold up Veto. This probably was a mistake. I should have just killed this thing. But I want to hold up Veto. Alright. We really need a land here. Never didn't have it. Never really didn't have it. Okay. Well. Pack leader. Hall. This Wandering Emperor card is just kind of insane in this deck. Yeah. Let's just Emperor. I don't think we really won this game, more like they lost on their mana. But it seems like we're in a pretty good spot here. I mean, it's easy to say that when your opponent's on one land. Okay. So this goes up. Okay. Now the question is, I guess we'll just Teferi. Teferino. Teferi goes up. Narset. Alright, so we're a little unprotected this turn from like a questing beast. I don't know what the hell they play in this list. I mean, I guess we have the Absence, so we're kind of fine. I guess 5 mana would be Vivian. Or they're just swinging at the Wandering Emperor. Do I want to keep the Wandering Emperor alive? I could trade a Fateful Absence for it. It's probably worth keeping. No, I don't give a fuck about it. We just care about Teferi. Okay. Oh, well, that's pretty convenient. Play... Well, this makes it pretty easy when you just draw all this crap. Well, it seems like we have this game in a pretty good spot. But I don't want to say too much. Scavenging is... That thing could be pretty gigantic. We'll just Absence at that at the end of turn. They do produce quite a lot of threats. I guess that's what happens when you don't draw lands. You just get to produce all the threats in the world. Alright, so now we go plus. And we might as well pay 2 here. I probably should have waited till after I Narset to figure out how to tap, or if I need to put this into play tapped or whatever, but at this point I feel pretty safe that just paying the life. Like, who cares? Like, how are we losing this game? Let's get a Deluge. And we'll go to end step, and we will untap 1, 2. Maybe they have Mistcutter Hydra. I'm trying to think of cards that they would have. No, I don't know. I mean, I just saw this list. Like I said, I was like, what should I play? And I'm like, oh, this list didn't really suffer anything. It still has Rest in Peace as a powerful sideboard card against the Delve stuff. So I think it's a pretty good spot right now. All right, begin play league match. Oh, yeah, but for those that just tuned in, this is a deck list. It's pretty clean. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. It's not that I disliked the Yorion version. It felt that the Yorion version was a touch masturbatory. And hopefully this list will be a little bit more consistent. It felt like you didn't really need to be doing all the Yorion stuff. When's the next limited one? Limited, so... Oh, here we go. So these give you 1 limited. Okay, so you have to play limited. This dude, he dude, is literally signed up for all of them. I love it. Alright. So they went Temple Garden. Hello. Thank you. Okay, so yields. Now we're just in the Censor world, and they're in the worst place scenario, which is having to play into Censor. Nah. I should maybe let that resolve and then march it just to get rid of it. I can march it later. Let's just cash in on a Censor while we can. No, I agree. I agree that you're not giving up much, but at the same time, it's a lot harder to hit some key sideboard cards. So, I don't know. I personally had some success with the Yorion deck, and I had a lot of failures with the Yorion deck. So I'm just kind of going to try this and see what difference it makes. See if it makes any kind of difference. See if you could tell, blah, 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 blah. Let's just take the 3 here. And then we can figure out what to do here at the end of turn. I mean, I imagine they could just put themselves in a position where all they do is unearth these stupid things. Or blitz them, or whatever the hell it's called. Voice of Resurgence. Ooh. Huh. That's a sticky threat. That's kind of annoying. I can march it on my turn. Then I'm just getting wrecked by this thing. I can Verdict. Huh. I'm going to cycle the Censor. Eiganjo. Let's march this Tenacious guy. This might be a mistake. I might need to kill the Voice, but I figure I can Eiganjo the Voice and hold up Verdict. I can Eiganjo this next turn, hold up Veto, and then Verdict the following turn. So I think I march this thing. Cast. We'll just get this thing out of the way. Use our mana this turn. I don't want to exile this thing this turn, right? And then have to deal with the... Ooh, it's Teferino time. Does this work? Because with each legendary creature. It's just creature. That's okay. Teferi's friend. Alright, so now we hold up 1, 2. So they go land. They can blitz the underdog and kill Teferi, which is probably not smart of me. Yeah, this was probably a mistake. I probably just saw this and I was like, ooh, Teferi. Because now they can just blitz the underdog and kill the Teferi. But at the same time, we gain a bunch of life, and they don't really progress their board. No, they're not going to do that. I guess they thought I was smarter than I was. I just straight punted this. Yeah, I would have just blitzed this and killed this. Emiria, sure. Alright. So now Teferi goes up. And we will verdict. Yeah, we'll verdict this away. Play this. Go to our turn. Untap. Untap. Now we have a Eiganjo to kill this if it gets too out of control. If it gets too crazy, we have a Eiganjo to counter this. I'm kind of surprised I didn't dash at the Teferi. We got kind of lucky there. Sauron Markov. Well, is this a good time to cash in this Censor? Or do I want to cycle the Censor and just use the Veto? Tough spot. I think we just use the Veto while we can, and then we can use the Censor on like one of these stupid things. Let's just Veto that. Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, just because this is a, you know, you don't get to have everything you want in Modern. I'm going to hold this. I'm not going to cycle. They have 4 lands here. So I feel like this Censor is going to be pretty good at some point. Alrighty. Plus, maybe Yorion would be free in this type of deck, but maybe you don't need it. We don't have any value lands here. They do have the Underdog here that they could just start blitzing every turn, which is going to be really annoying. Archon of Emiria. Let's absorb that stupid thing. Nope. Maybe I should be cycling this stuff, but I don't know. They're going to just tenacious us over and over again, which is really driving me nuts, the concept of that card just dashing at me over and over again. Alright. Oh, never mind. I don't care about that card. I thought I cared, but I don't care. Oh, well, I definitely don't care now. Do I play this now that I have all this shit? Nah, what's the point? Nah. Alright, yield to the turn. Okay. Let's just veto this. Alright, so when's it going to be underdog time? Vraska. You may sacrifice a permanent if you do... Okay. Okay. They sacked a land to draw a card. I'm just gonna Wandering Emperor here, make a 2/2, and then I'll make a 3/3, and then threaten the Vraska, I think. Alright, let's make a 2/2. Make a 2/2, block this, then this goes to 3. They get to destroy permanents, but it's not like they have a bunch of extra permanents to sack. Block this. We could also just minus on this thing, but that doesn't seem right. Teferi only goes up. Plus. Do we need to do something else to kill this? What does this do? +2, sacrifice a permanent, draw a card. We don't really have they don't really have a lot of other permanents, so let's just hit the Vraska with this. And then we could just sit on the rest of this stuff. I think it's probably safe to play this Otawara, or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, maybe I should be using this Absence on this, but I feel like the Samurai can clean this thing up. If they sack lands, you know, they're not even floating mana. That seems a little loose not to float the mana, but that's okay. This is non-token creature. It will exile the Wandering Emperor. So let's just absorb that. Alright. We won game 1. So they have a lot of recursive threats. I wonder if I'm going to want Rest in Peace. If I need to care about the Tenacious Out. We do have a lot of exile effects. I'm definitely a little concerned about Portable Hole with this kind of stuff running around in their deck. And Skyclave. But still, it's such a good card. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. Yeah. Vraska and Underdog. Yeah, it would have been a very different game. Well, I was kind of prepared. Like, I had the Wandering Emperor, and I had the Fateful Absence. They should have definitely dashed and killed Teferi. But they were probably giving me credit for having a Fateful Absence the turn I played the Teferi, instead of just being like, ooh, Teferi, and attacking. Ooh, Teferi is basically what I did. So the question is, Portable Holes, they're gonna do a better job of playing around the Censors. So let's bring in Aether Gust for the Censors. I kind of like the idea of the Rest in Peace with Voice of Resurgence plus Dash Guy. Maybe this is overboarding. I also love this card. I love this card so much. Maybe I don't need it. If I am going to go with the 2 Rest in Peace, I don't think I need all this deluging. Sort, mana value. They have Thoughtseizes and they have Planeswalkers, so I imagine they're going to have more of both of those after sideboarding. They're probably going to have Go Blanks and stuff like that. Yeah, Trawler's probably great. So I think that they're going to board in a lot of their more derpy cards and bring in some more serious hand hate, like Duresses or more Planeswalkers or stuff like that. So I think the Veto's probably safe to leave in. Let's shave. Let's just shave all the Censors on the draw. I doubt we're going to be able to censor anything. We're just going to lean on the Verdict, as we do. And we have Gust to buy ourselves some time. Like Gusting. We could Gust Vraska. We could Gust Ooze. They do have black and white threats, so maybe Gust is a bit of a liability, but we'll see. Maybe I also want Sunset Revelry. But we'll see. The Portable Hole is probably a shit to have in the deck. Okay. 1 tap land deserves another tap land. God, these lands, I don't even know what the hell they are. Okay, so that's going to take Supreme Verdict, probably. I kind of think we can use this as to our advantage, to like, because they're going to put something underneath it. They put the hole underneath it. That's probably the easiest answer to it. Then they just try and play around the Verdict. Just play the Fortress. They played Archon of Emeria, so we don't want to play the Plains. Thalia. Gross. Gross. Alright, we're going to have to rely on this Verdict pretty hard. Do we play... I guess we just play the Deserted Beach. Alright, if they play Archon of Emeria here... Good morning. How are you? So if they play Archon of Emeria here, we're... that's the worst case scenario, is Archon. Or Soaring. 4-mana Soaring. No, they can't play 4-mana Soaring because of Thalia. I really can't stand these, like, blacked out cards. Like, it was kind of cool on the lands for, like, the first 5 minutes, and then I was like, alright, enough of this. Alright, what do we got here? 2 mana, Thoughtseize? God, the Shrine. Yeah, the lands were okay, but now they're not okay. Alright, let's discuss this. Gotta cash in our cards when we can. Alright, so this is Athalia. So what mana do they have? Did we think we could fuck with their mana a little bit because of this? This is their only green, but I imagine they have to have a forest. But is that better than doing nothing at all? Just trying to check them and make sure they have a forest? That doesn't seem terrible. Plus I'm not doing anything else with my lands. Then next turn I can go land Verdict if they do play. So I always want to draw step the Field of Ruin. I mean, it's possible they're playing Collected Companies. Do you think they'd be playing Collected Company? And if we do Collected Company them on their turn when they get to untap, they'll get 1 mana, then we'll give them 3 mana, and we'll give them 5 mana. I mean, they're going to have 5 mana anyway, so let's just draw step it. Do you want to give people the opportunity to draw their basics? So that's why we're draw stepping this. Yeah, I agree. It's unlikely, but I'm just trying to think of things. Also, I was maybe supposed to do it before. Oh, they don't have green. No green. We are geniuses. Now we can cycle the farmland. I don't know if we're geniuses or we just got lucky. Probably we just got lucky. I have played Doomsday. I got a trophy with Doomsday the one time I played it. It's very difficult. I really don't like it. I don't like it. It's 3 to cycle? Oh, it's 2. The problem I have with Doomsday is that the best card in the format right now, the best deck in the format is playing, you know, a million lightning bolts. So the idea of playing Street Wraiths and losing half your life into Flip Delvers and lightning bolts is just not where I want to be in life. You know, like Doomsday's a sweet deck. It's very good. It's very skill intensive. Last night I watched Monkeys Can't Cry stream a League of Doomsday. But for me personally, I don't like it because I don't like the synergy of paying half my life when there's 8 Delvers in the format and those Delver decks are playing 15,000 lightning bolts. And your combo takes you to dead to lightning bolt. Let's just get a Wandering Emperor here and get rid of Thalia. Tired of this Thalia. Yeah. Of course they're probably going to play another, but, you know, whatever. You have to look at the glass half full. The glass half full is the menace of Thalia is out of our lives. Yeah. I mean, it's not only that it's harder, it's also that it's just... To me, the thing I like about Storm is that Storm is deterministic. A lot of times with Doomsday, you have to choose what you want to beat in a pile. Siege Rhino! Oh my god, what year is it? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been Siege Rhino'd. Oh my god. Well, there's somebody named Siege Rhino who hangs out in my chat all the time. And it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been Rhino'd. Many, many years since I've been Rhino'd. Let's get that shit out of here. This deck's not very good, but sometimes you want to cast Siege Rhino. I get it. I get it. Alright. Maybe I don't need the Rest in Pieces, but Rest in Peace does a good job of stopping some of the bullshit that they play. Rhino Mania. This is why Pioneer was invented, so people can play their crappy cards. I mean, yeah, it's true. It is true. This card's not crappy. This card will take over the game if I don't do something about it. Thalia! I thought we eliminated you. Alright, save one card in the hand. Alright, let's make a doofus. Let's play this land tapped. I can portable hole this, but I don't really think I need to. I think if they attack both, they'll swing at Wandering Emperor, and we can block here, pump with this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I should probably just portable hole this fucking thing. Why am I trying to get fancy? Just get out of here, Thalia. Trying to get too fancy. We could take the clue. Ooh, are we diabolical enough to take the clue? Hell yeah, we are. We are diabolical enough to do that sort of behavior. I don't know if that was good or not. That was probably really shitty. No, that was really bad. Because now I can't use this Wandering Emperor to save this. But it's okay. Because now they're going to attack. No, it's alright. This Wandering Emperor's dead anyway. So they'll swing at it, and then we can Wandering Emperor kill this. Oh god, mistakes were made. That was really stupid. I like set up the mana to like kill this, and then be able to Wandering Emperor this. But yeah, I got a little carried away. I got a little lost in the sauce there when I hit the clue. Maybe it was right to just take the Thalia out of the way. But I was like, I don't want him to draw a card. But that was bad. I should have just kept this Thalia. We got a little too fancy. It was, in fact, a terrible play. That's alright. Our Wandering Emperor died for our sins. Our Wandering Emperor was dying no matter what. I guess not really, right? Then I could just play this Wandering Emperor. But now we can just play this Wandering Emperor and kill this. Wandering Emperor. GTFO. Alrighty. We get in our free attack. Now we're going to have to chump, which is very sad. Voice of Resurgence. Are we going to chump? Is there a reason to chump? Let's see what they do. They have 2 cards in hand. Don't be some crazy planeswalker. Skyclave. What are we Skyclaving? Skyclave is non-token, so they just Skyclave the Emperor. That gives us a blocker eventually. I probably will. Alright, let's see. When Skyclave enters the battlefield, when Skyclave leaves the battlefield. So it's not dies, so we should get a trigger even though there's Rest in Peace. Right, we're going to take 2 here, and then we have... Alright, we need something. We need Teferi? Something. Verdict? Okay, Verdict. That's pretty good. If we want to use this, we should use it now. It just gets rid of the voice. Obviously, we don't have a voice on their turn. It's not pretty good. It actually sucks. But we're just going to use it because, you know, what the fuck else are we doing? I want to play this in case I draw some crazy thing. Alright. So, what do they do? They put Voice of Resurgence on top of their library. Alright. So they can't attack with a Skyclave or we'll block here. And it'll die forever. So we could block the Underdog here. Just get rid of it forever. But then we're taking 6 next turn. I think we just need to block this and hope we find an answer for this Skyclave shit. Alright, we need to draw Verdict. Verdict? Give me Verdict. That's really good. Okay, so again, I don't want to get too fancy and do it during their turn in combat, which is what I could do. I could exile this thing in combat, block this, but they'll get an elemental. Do I care about the elemental? Let's see. How big is the elemental going to be? So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take this out. But it's going to be small. But do I want to let him have it regardless? This is a tough spot. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-2, maybe a 3-3. But it does let us eat the Thalia. Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. Yeah. It's just, you know, at this point, what do I really care about a Thalia? Alright, March. I need to pay 5, right? Alright, March, Skyclave. Cast. Alright, so X is currently 3. We could have got fancy and traded the Thalia for a voice token, but I don't think that's the way. I think this is the way. Alright. In the land of 2 1s and 2 2s, the 4/4 is king. Oh, he cycled the Triome. Cycle the Triome into Tenacious Underdog. In the land of 3 2s, the 4/4 is still king. This rest in peace is doing work. Portable Hole, eh? Which one of these? We're definitely casting it. I don't really want, like, if they find a removal spell for this and they just bash me in the face, that would be miserable. I think we have enough counterspells that we probably want to get the voice out of here. You know, that way we can go back to playing the way we want to, with it, which is flash speed. You know, if we draw a counterspell or something, I think getting the voice out of there is a fine choice. Because it'd be gone forever if they blitzed it. I don't know. One blitz and then it just dies. They're just one, like, if they draw Veraska or something, that's not good. We're going to hold this. If they draw one Veraska, they kill this and they put me in a 2-turn clock. Alright, let's draw a spell. Yay! The spell that we needed. The hero. What? The hero of Dominaria. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho. Now this. For anyone who doesn't know what this card is, this is a Magic card that is the most frustrating, miserable card to play against in the history of time. Very few cards are as degenerate as this thing. Alright, so what's happening? They're going to get rid of the Rest in Peace or the Hole? The Hole to get back the voice. I'm going to get 2 cards with the Teferi, right? Ruiner of Theros drafts. Why not keep... I mean, I'm getting 2 cards next turn. One with Teferi, you know, right? Like, they're at 1 card. They're not going to have 2 permanents. If I wasn't going to get a bunch of cards with Teferi, right? Yeah, nobody. All right, I'm going to tell you a secret. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you guys are right. You guys are probably right. Hold on. I tapped very poorly. All right, hold on. Undo. Blue. Undo. Blue. But I mean, now I was getting a card off Teferi, so I figured it was pretty safe. No one in the history of Magic has ever beat this card, so. But, I mean, maybe I should have held on to the land, but I wanted to be able to, like... Alright, so... Untap these. Should untap these too, but whatever. Alright, so Rest in Peace is doing work. Oh, this card was so miserable in draft. GG's. I can't beat Tef into Trawler. This card's wild. It kind of surprises me that this list is only playing 1. This card's such a beating. Alright. 1-0, 2-0. Oh, Pack Rat. Because Dream Trawler, you might not get there. Pack Rat, you just always... Alright, we're going to keep this hand. Gigantha is been revealed from Magic Layer. I have no idea what the fuck this is. I have no idea what they're playing. This could be... something. Oh, yeah, it is so miserable. Because you know the game's over. Yeah, probably Niv Mizzet. Could be some weird combo deck. Shadow, maybe. It's modern, though, so I doubt that it's too shadowy. Do I want to play this farmland or want to hold it to cycle? I think I'm just going to get it and play. Anvil. It could be so many things. It could be Rakdos Anvil. It could be... I don't know. All I know is I'm playing Irrigated Farmland tapped, like a civilized gentleman. And then... I don't know with this deck, if you're supposed to save these to cycle them. Like, alright, what if I flood out? But at the same time, I want to get to 5 mana for my hero of Dominaria. The only Wrath in this that would... Den of the Bugbear, eh? Well, let's get this land into play tapped. The one thing I do like about this list of 60 cards is that you get to play... Ooh. You get to play 4 versions of... you get to play more Field of Ruins, and you get to draw them more often. And I think that's pretty relevant in this format. That's what it's like to be lucky. Alright, so what the hell... What horrible things are going to happen to me? The double white one. Okay, here comes Battlefield Forge. What do we think that they have? It's probably just the old heroic deck. Yep, target creature gets +1. Alright, we're gonna let him go a little nuts here. Maybe we just counter this. It denies him a card. Hopefully it incentivizes them to go ham on this little guy, and then we can verdict it next turn. I'm going to counter this. It's probably the wrong decision, right? They still get to connive. They still get to potentially put a +1 counter on it. I guess they're only playing God's Willing, which doesn't really protect them from verdict. But I want them to, like, commit some more juice into this. It's not really very scary. Alright, we're taking 6. Tap the last bit. Tap the last bit. Alright. They didn't want to. Let's just get rid of that stupid thing. Whoops. Whoops. God's Willing doesn't protect you from that. Alright, maybe I should save that. Maybe I should have saved all this, but... I figure next turn we're playing Teferi. Laguna Band Trailblazer. What is this, Pauper? Homestead Courage. Alright, so notably they didn't flash it back. Which means they're holding up God's Willing. Which is what we were afraid of, but that's okay. We don't care about such things. We just want to play Teferi. This Teferi is probably going to die, but it's going to gain us a bunch of life, draw us some cards. Maybe we'll be able to censor something. That'll be exciting. Did I play land? No, I didn't. I did play land to get the Teferi. I did shock myself to play that land. Untappies, untappies. Alright, so... They could very easily kill a Teferi here. This thing's going to make it a 4. Alright, they're flashing back to Courage. So they still don't have Teferi dead. Which is all I really care about. As long as Teferino lives, that makes me so happy. Oh. Oh, they're attacking me? What? I cannot believe they're attacking me. Alright, they returned Gigantha. That was probably a mistake. Because that means I could Teferi minus and then hold up Censor to get their God's Willing. And that'll probably be the game. Doink. Guess I don't know anymore. I guess I just don't know anymore. Nah, Farmland is friend. Like, I think the most important thing in this deck is just making your land drop every turn. I think as long as you make your land drop every turn, that's like the most important thing. Right? Just make your land drops. That's all that matters. Not do everything else at flash speed. Make your land drops. They're playing around Censor by doing that, which is reasonable. But now we can cycle the Censor, draw with Memory Deluge to find an answer to the Gigantha. Den of the Bugbear. Den of the Bugbear. Yep. Let's see. I can Deluge now. I can hit March of the Otherworldly Light. I can also hit... Yeah, March is the reason to do it now. All these suck. I guess we'll take Absorb and the Fortress. Okay. We didn't hit March of the Otherworldly Light. Alright, so what are we doing? Are we killing Teferi or are we killing me? Teferi, no! Teferi friend. Alright, that sucks. Well, sometimes in life you gotta let your Teferis die. Even if you don't want them to. Alright, now we're gonna cycle the Censor. Vantress. Interesting. Oh, that's such a good draw. Oh my god, that's such a good draw. That's so crazy to draw. And this gets around God's Willing. Oh my god. So good. Alright, so we can go Teferino and hold up Eiganjo plus this. Teferino goes up. The rich just get richer. This is so nice. Alright, we can't use the Wandering Emperor on the Den though. The Wandering Emperor will get... The Wandering Emperor will get God's Willing. Yeah, I mean, this is why you play outskill cards. They have more lands than we do, so that's probably not where their prowess deck wants to be. With all the million lands. Alright, we swinging everything at... What are we swinging? Where are we swinging? Are we swinging everything at Teferi? Or going at me? Alright, 1, 2, 3... Kill you. And this is colorless, right? So you can't God's Willing it. Alright. So it's plus Teferi. Alright, so we can do some fancy shit here, right? We can play this, go to end step, when we'll untap our lands, and then minus on these things. As long as Wandering Emperor, you may activate its loyals anytime you could end an answer. So we're going to do this, right? I mean, I guess we just go to the... Yeah, let's just do it now. Let's just do it like this. So we play the Wandering Emperor, right? Now we go to the Teferi untap step. Then we go to the end step, untap 2 lands. And now we can go... Do we just minus this and gain 2, or we just make it 2-2? How are they going to beat a 2-2? They do play Boros Charm. Let's just make it 2-2. I was going to say we're going to minus here, right? And then if they go to God's Willing it to preserve the life total, we'll have Absorb and Dovin's Veto up. But that's a little too fancy. Sometimes I have a tendency to get too fancy. It's just a fucking 1/1 goblin, and I have a 2/2. So in the land of 1/1s, the 2/2 is king. Maybe. I don't know. The 2/2 protected by Dovin's Veto and Absorb are fucking king. Okay. I think they flooded out. I mean, they didn't miss a land drop. And they have a lot of... Seems like they're like a low-to-the-ground aggro deck. Once again, Dream Trawler... Revelry seems good. Revelry... Every deck Gust just seems like the way. This card just seems like it would be a good way to end the game. Alright, so where are we at? So we want... I think it's going to be hard to leverage Censor against them, especially on the draw. I think we want Revelries to just buy time. Aether Gust, once again, seems to be all this format is. Just shit that gets Aether Gusted. We could probably shave Vetoes. And I think that's that. I think that's going to be that. Do we want Shark Typhoon to like make a blocker? Rate my shitty Pioneer Brew? Yeah, sure, post it. The showcase is 10 hours away. Or, not 10 hours away. The showcase is 2 days, 17 hours, and 38 minutes. So who knows when that could be. That could be any time. Tezzeret Phoenix. Guess we'll keep this hand. Tezzeret Pioneer. Herald Legislator. Key of the Secrets. Oh my god, I love this card. Blood Fountain. This is quite the brew. Is there another, like, you don't have much. Is there another payoff card? Hey, I'm glad you finished the Pauper Yawgmoth deck. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's just such a sweet deck. It's so much fun. This card's crazy. You know what you might want to play in this? Is that Saga legal? The Artifact Saga? Okay. So we don't have a... I'm going to play this Fortress first. We don't have a white that comes into play untapped. We don't have an island, so we'll go Fortress into Hall of Storm Giants into Sunset, probably. Antiquities War. Yeah, you could play the Antiquities War in this pretty easily. I don't know if you want to, but the Antiquities War might fit. That's legal in this. Because I'm thinking, like, you only basically have, like, not a lot of ways to kill somebody. You basically only have 8 good cards. No offense to the bird. 7 good cards. The best way to get play points is to just play, unfortunately. Play and open your chests. Leagues are a good way to do it. The best thing I would recommend doing if you just join Moto is I would practice in the practice rooms. Right? Because they have... I would just practice to get your mechanics good. So say you're playing Modern, right? You come down into the tournament practice area, right? And the tournament practice area has a bunch of games. It's not necessarily going to be the best quality of decks and stuff, but you're going to get used to the mechanics. Yeah, but the reason that's the thing is, if you're after play points, yeah, you could play in the Mana Trader series, exactly. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, I'll send you the link to the Mana Traders series. You can play in the Mana Traders series. You can just... Yeah. Yeah. The Mana Traders series, you can play in that. And the big thing is you need to get familiar with the mechanics of Moto before you really try Moto, right? Like, the Moto mechanics are hard. They're difficult, and it takes some time to get used to. Let's just get this hoplite out of the way right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, the bots... Yes, like, the EV is like, if you don't... The EV on that stuff, on the Goat Bots thing, is based around, like, if you don't use the play points. But somebody like me and people are going to play, you know, you just want to keep playing. So you just use the play points, open them. If you get stuff in the chest, cool, but you just have to the play points, really. Yeah. Like, I have my shit pretty simple. My keybinds, right? I do I have pass priority and I have Q. Okay, and then yield to the turn. I don't use any of the other keybinds. Just okay, I'm done with this turn. And you have to get good at getting done with a turn so you don't lose on time. What do I want to do here? I'm doing this stuff now so I don't play around, so I don't walk into God's Willing or some kind of protection spell. They put Soulscar on the bottom, for the record. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It is a skill. Like, a lot of the time when I'm playing and I'm talking shit, you know, whatever, I'm just being entertaining. But when I'm actually playing the game, like, off stream, oh my god, I'm gonna take so much fucking... Let me draw a land. That's not really the land I wanted to draw. I want to draw a white land and go Absence Revelry. We could just Absence this thing. We got to get this off the battlefield. I would love to Feel the Ruin first, but I think that gives them access to nonsense to protect this. So let's just Absence this, get it out of the way. Yeah. They don't play basics? No. There's no way. Alright, we'll find out, but... Yeah. Yeah, you want to get used to... The big thing with Moto is that even if you're a good player... Well, but I mean, like, let's say they have a basic plains and they just hold up God's Willing and they God's Willing protect that. I literally lose the game. Like, the game ends if that happens. I will die next turn. That thing's a 3/3 double strike. If they play any amount of pump on it, I just die. So that doesn't seem like a good thing to do. Yeah, one of each basic seems like way... Like, if I do that and they have a basic and I Absence it, I literally die on the spot. So that doesn't seem too good. It doesn't seem... Death on the... Instant death is not the way... Instant death doesn't seem like the way to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know anything, but instant death seems bad. Alright. Same concept. Alright, what would they get? They get a Homestead Courage with this. They're probably going to cast something with it. It's a tough spot. They have 3 cards in hand. Alright. Let's find out. You guys are right. I was very wrong. I was wrong. You were right. Good call. Good call. No basics. No basics. Greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy. It does seem really... It does, doesn't it? Pioneer players are so greedy, apparently. Alright, so where are we at now? If we go... they didn't attack? Oh no, this gives vigilance. This thing gives vigilance. Yeah. Alright, let's just cast Revelry. We could Emperor, right? But if they have the Veto thing, if they have like God's Willing, that's bad for us. If we wait one more turn and we draw land, then we can just like, these just chump, you know? Yeah. I mean, they are safe. I guess the only thing that punishes is Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin's probably the only punish for no basics. And I imagine they think, if somebody's Field of Ruining me, I'm probably winning the game, which should make sense in an aggro deck like this. Alright, we're in Chumpy Chump detail. Chumpy Chump. Yeah. Trophy, Cleansing Wildfire. Ooh, Den of the Bugbear. Alright. So they're going to draw cards here? Let's get a land. Thank you. Alright, so when they go to pop their clue token to draw a card at the end of turn, we shall have our Emperor wander on and death that. Wow, they didn't even sack the clue! Jeez. Jeez, opponent. Let's block. Gonna try and save my dude. The Wandering Emperor. Exile. God's Willing. Wow, who would have guessed? Okay. I've saved my pumpkin human. Virtuoso. Haha. 1, 2, 3. So let's see. We might as well just Field of Ruin them. We've learned things. We've learned that they decided that they don't like basics. And I say, why don't you like basics? Basics are sweet. They're just like, no, fuck your basics. We'll just chump block. Actually, we could hit Portable Hole here. So I'm gonna Deluge now for Portable Hole. Oh, it's the friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We take the Dream Trawler and we're gonna take Revelry. Alright. Heal to the turn. Yeah, I mean, lesson learned. No basics. Alright, we're chumping with our friend Pumpkinhead here. They're attacking that. I'm willing to trade my pumpkin token for your human. Invigorated Rampage. Holy fuck. Am I just dead? Why wouldn't they use that on me? What the fuck is this card? Tarkich gets plus 4-0 against Trample? Holy shit. Alright, the Wandering Emperor's dead. You got it. What the fuck is that card? Jeez. Yeah, Homestead Courage plus this. Alright, give me a land. Land. Oh, alright, well, I accept. I accept. I accept. See, I had the right idea with Portable Hole. It was just 5 cards down instead of 4 cards down. Yes, yes. Yes. Yeah, this thing is cracked. What the fuck? 2 creatures get +2 in trample. That's crazy. Invigorated Rampage is kind of a crazy card. Alright. How much time do we have before the legacy starts? Let's keep. Urion, the Sky Nomad. We're on the play. We'll start with this. Yeah, it's not easy to be. Burnt Bison, giving out some tickets. Thank you, my friend. Let's get this elf out of here. All right. Thank you, Burnt. I appreciate it. Attune with the Aether. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We just need one more. I'll probably cycle this if we don't get to... This is Aetherworks? Hopefully. It could be some weird energy shit. I'm obviously countering this, but the question is, how am I countering it? It's this. There's so many. Yeah, this deck is playing a main deck Gust. I mean, it's been crazy every game. Well, the thing with Censor is, do I want to make sure I can hit the 4th land drop? Right, like if I whiff on land drop next turn, I could be in a rough spot. Yeah. Because, like, if I whiff on this land, I'm, like, kind of fucked. Let's just Gust it. If we whiff on the 4th land, we're doomed. Alright, well, I mean... I'm just a coward. I'm just a coward. I'm just a coward. I'm just a coward. This is a coward stream. We can't block warriors around these parts. Rogue Refiner. How much does Marvel cost? Is that 4? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played against Marvel. Is it 4 or is it 17? It's 4. Let's just counter this. This card's a threat. It's going to be a problem. Oh my god, I can't tap! Why can't I tap mana? Absorb you. That card is a problem. Mistakes were made. I thought this was a shitty Marvel deck. What are they doing playing all these good cards? Fuck is this? They're gonna have basics, so I might as well get the Field of Ruin. No, they have basics. So we'll just exile the Chariot with the Emperor. Then cycle one of these lands. I was wrong. I mean, I should have just kept the Censor for this. Crew, yep. Can't do anything about it until it's tapped, and then once it's tapped, it's too late. They've already made a kitten. Could kill the tap kitten. Let's just get this in play. It would make me very unhappy if they had a counterspell here. And by very unhappy, I mean I'd probably just die. Get out of here. Alright, they make a kitten. Maybe I was supposed to, like, Wandering Emperor kill a kitten. That doesn't seem right. Urion has entered the battlefield. Alright, let's cycle Deserted Beach. This goes up. We play 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 mana. We could just flashback this Deluge at the end of turn. Or if we can flashback this Deluge and find a Verdict. Or we can Deluge plus cycle. Yeah, we ticked it up. It's at 4. It's gonna die anyway. It's gonna die a horrible death. It's gonna die a horrible death. They all swinging at it? Yeah, alright. It's dead. The Wandering Emperor, thank you for your time here. Alright, if they play Urion, they have Deluge into... I mean, if they play Urion, we'll just cast this Deluge for Verdict. Virtue Whirler, so that's fine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deluge. No, where's the Verdict? That's not good. That's not good for the home team. Alright. Verdict. Okay, I'm gonna cycle this. Yay, never didn't have it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Clean this up. Get it out of here. Now you have Veto. We'll absence a Urion if they do play it. Sure. The most value Urion I've ever seen. Get out of here. They get to draw a card. That just sucks. I hate this card, but it's so like useful. We could just smash them here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have Veto up. We probably shouldn't do that. Let's just play the farmland. 1, 2, 3. We have Scry up. We have building up. We have Veto plus Deluge. They'll draw. Okay. Let's fire off this Deluge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deluge. Veto and I guess March. And tap. Land drop. Okay. Well, I think we're protected from Aetherworks Marvel. I think it's safe to say that we are protected from Marvel. Oh, not really protected from that. Sure. 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 Alright, so we're gonna just go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deluge. Let's get the Wandering Emperor and let's get Absorb. They might not actually be. I mean, they have to be, right? They have to be that kind of deck. Verdict. What do they, I did that so I don't have to discard. No other reason to run bad energy cards. I mean, touche. Get out of here. I believe we've solved the mystery. It's possible they're a Marvel deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold up Dovin's Veto. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay 2. We probably don't need to take this risk to hit them with the building. We have 1 Veto up. If we wait 1 turn, we can get 2 vetoes. We'll just play the Emperor and start beating with the Emperor. Because it's a 3-turn clock, but if we go Emperor minus plus, it becomes a 2-turn clock, because we'll swing 2. Alright. Emperor... The Emperor asks for your loyalty, General. Do I tap out for the Vantress Scry? Sure. Top top. Alright. If we attack 1, 2, 3, we'd have 3 mana left up. Let's just never lose the game and just do it like slow. Do it slow. Harness Lightning? Nah. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about Harness Lightning. We're playing slow. That might be too slow. Maybe I'm playing too slow now. I think the building's going to kill him quick. Alright, we're drawing the Absorb. I think at this point we don't need to take game actions. It just delays us. Our clock. Like, we don't really lose this game. Taking random game actions. They could haul this. They could Harness Lightning a haul the Storm Giants. That's kind of funny. Absorb that. They can make a bunch of little 1/1s. I don't really want that. I guess I shouldn't be so arrogant. Arrogance can be my demise. Scry. We don't need that. We can use the land. This gives us building plus double Dovin's Veto. Activate. Plus attack. We wanted to get them out of Harness Lightning so they can't Harness Lightning this. Alright, now we have double Dovin's Veto. Everything's beautiful. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Absolutely not. Land? Hell yeah. Pay 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activate. Goes up. Now it can't be killed by I could still be killed by Harness Lightning because they gain 3 energy with it. I mean, maybe. Hopefully they don't. I would just get to counter Ulamog. They have 2 lands away from Ulamog too. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so the trick to beating this deck is just counter all the marvels. Alright. So they're going to have counter spells, unfortunately. What do we want? We want Dispute? No, do we want Dispute? I mean, they're going to come with counter wars, so it's going to be a counter war game. I think we want Gusts. I think we want Narset. And I think we want Deluge. Do I want Dream Trawler to actually end the game? Nah. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's run it like this. Dispute's probably better than a Censor on the draw. Everyone is scooping when they see Dream Trawler, but the game's over. Like, alright, we'll keep this. Don't really like them having mana. I'm gonna absence that thing. I don't like them having mana. Just give them a card, but them having more mana equals they can win the counter war, makes my Censor worse. It's all just bad for me. We know they have basics, so we know the fields are pretty dead. Yeah, that's pretty much the way these days. At least this deck doesn't really... Hello. Bristling Hydra. I wonder if there... What does it do? It gains hexproof? So we just gust this. Alright. Then they mystical dispute. Alright. They're obviously going to play around Censor. So that's nice. Cycle. Ooh. It's our friend. We love our friend Teferi. We could just die next turn. Fancy. Fancy. That's not good for us. Dude, that's fabled. What do they do with the Bristling Hydra? They put the Bristling Hydra on the bottom. That's weird to me. Guess I just don't know. Oh, they're gonna play around Censor though. I guess we'll cycle it pretty soon. You have to log out and then log back in. What's the best deck? I've been paying attention to chat because I wanted to finish this. You make the deck and then you log out and then you log back on, and I think that helps. It's weird like that. Someone said that fixed something earlier. They discarded an Emrakul the Promised End. That's so scary. That shit's so scary. We're just gonna Emperor make a thing. Little Emperor. Make a 2/2 Samurai, block this. I guess they still have Harness Lightnings. Maybe we're supposed to exile it. But giving them a bunch of free treasures for the rest of the game while they're playing this card in their deck doesn't seem good. They play a lot of Harness Lightning. But if they do Harness Lightning this thing, we can just exile it next turn. Just get it out of here. Alright. Okay. Alright, well, somebody came prepared to beat Control. Somebody came prepared to beat Control. Make a one. Alright, we need to Memory Deluge for an answer for that fucking thing. I guess we could just hit it with the Hall of the Storm Giants. Let's just hit it with the Hall. But then we're totally shields down, which is not where you want to be. Totally shields down is not the way to be. But desperate times call for desperate measures. There's 2 Fateful Absences in the deck. Maybe, honestly, I just should have hit them. Yeah, Larval. Huh. This is a cast trigger, right? Let's make a 1/1. Make a 2/2 rather. Okay. So they don't have the energy. So we have to be a little careful here. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I think I just counter this. Do I care about this? They get to make a copy of it. They'll get to copy that attacks. Whenever a permanent you control is put into the graveyard. Yeah, we're going to counter this. Because they can sack this, make a copy of the thing, right? And that gives them the energy for the Marvel. Negate. Oh boy. This is not good. What are we doing here? They still have 2 mana. Oh cool, my legacy started. Deluge. Yes. Keep. Alright, we'll take the Deluge and the Verdict. This is a problem because now we're going to get fucking hit by Marvel. Because I get to copy the token, copy the thing. We have most of the stuff we want here. We just need a tutor. Both of these cards are good. Let's top. Oh, there's no point in blocking the... I guess it saves. Now they can sack these, sack this, target the Aetherworks. This is not good! Negates and Chandra's Awakens. I mean, if they hit the Marvel and they whiff on some shit... The thing with Marvel is that it's a cast trigger. They could just sack treasures and actually be marveling me. I don't understand why they're not doing it. They're waiting. Smart. We need to kill this stuff before it multiplies. Yeah. Yep. We can't really do much about this. Create a samurai. Play this. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna put back 1, 2, play you, crack 4, swamp. This is probably mono blue control, blue white turns or eons or something, so we can fetch a non-basic. Oh, let's get rid of Force of Will. Alright, we're dead this game. So it's in their hands. They get 2 cards here. No, I'll not pay for Narset. What are they gonna marvel? Just play another Ancient Tomb. Alright, so we just need an LED. Okay, so now we just need a Infernal Tutor. We'll put back Past in Flames. We don't need that. They're out of stuff. And a Petal. Play this, crack this, get red. Ponder. Any order, shuffle. Brainstorm. Infernal Tutor, Past in Flames. Alright, this is perfect. 1, 2, 3, done. No, your turn. Next turn they die. Alright. What are they targeting with this? This is going to be a problem. End of turn, get an Ulamog. Reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. This is going to be a pretty hard matchup to win because they play so many counter spells. Alright, so we get to beat a counterspell here with this. Cabal Ritual, LED. So we'll cast Cabal Ritual and we'll crack red. Something's happening. Alright, they've conceded. Alright. So let's do our sideboarding over here. Ah, geez, this is really going to be tough. It's really going to be hard to beat this deck. They have so many counterspells. I think we just want Censor. Do we want the Narset to stop them from drawing cards? I don't think so. I kind of want these cards to like interact with their shitty Plan B game plan. I don't know if we want 4 Deluges. The longer the game goes, the more it favors them, because they get to just cast Ulamogs and Emrakuls and shit like that. So as dumb as this sounds, I want to try and get the game over early, which I'm playing the wrong deck to do that, but we're going to try. Because if we let the game go long, they're just hard casting Ugins and shit. Ulamogs and God knows what. Alright, Legacy. Let's get the Legacy sideboarding in. So, Legacy we have... I'd like to play first, yes. In the Legacy we want Echoing Truth, Hurkyl's Recall. We want to bring in the Meltdown. We want to cut this. We want to bring in this. We want to cut a Preordain, cut a Preordain, cut a Preordain. And we'll wait a minute here while we play the Modern. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll start out with a Farmland play. So what are we up against right now? In Legacy or in which format? Yeah, if you don't have a proactive game plan, yeah, that's exactly right. In Legacy, we're playing against mono blue 8 cast artifact bullshit. In this format, we're playing against Aetherworks Marvel. They're probably going to top this. Let's submit. Maybe I want the Hermits in this matchup. I haven't really played this matchup enough to know if I want the Hermits. You keep this hand. We're one card away from having it be good. Let's play this tapped. Maybe Hermit's good in that matchup. Yeah. Just cycling now so I can start F6ing. I'll take one off this. That's fine. It will clean both of these up with a Verdict. Keep. Hello. Hey, thank you. Just saw this. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, so I'm just gonna Verdict these. Gonna Verdict this away. Chandra, oh my god, their threats are so good. This card is so fucking good. This is like one of the best cards ever printed. This card is so annoying to play against if you're control. It's just the most annoying card in the whole wide world. Alright, let's get Underground Sea and let's Thoughtseize. We don't want them to have a Chalice of the Void. That's really what we're afraid of. We don't want them to have Chalice of the Void, so we'll take Chalice of the Void. Alright. Now they have 5. I think I'll make the Wandering Emperor here. Maybe the Shark Typhoon's better. So annoying. Yeah, we'll make a Shark Typhoon and then attack that thing. God, this is so annoying. Alright, Shark Typhoon. And we'll swing at the Chandra. That's pretty good. Swing at Chandra. I think I want to do 4 damage to the Chandra so the Chandra can't -4 on something. So I think I'm going to go play this plus on this. Now the question, do I Gust this? I can March this, or I can hold up Gust. Gust isn't going to do very much. Alright, so they're playing that. Sorry, I am double queued at the moment. Chandra goes 2 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Urion. It's kind of wild. I don't really want them to have... Don't want them to have a treasure. I'm just gonna march this shaman token right now. I don't want them to have a treasure. Okay, so what are we doing? We're gonna cast Brainstorm. If we whiff, we are not in a good spot. Echoing Truth. We don't need the Past in Flames. And we can float the Echoing Truth, and we'll just play lands. Not the best turn, not the worst turn. So their hand is just Thought Monitor. Their hand is just Thought Monitor Urza Saga, another card. Alright. So, what do we got? They're drawing a card. We'll see what they do, obviously. Okay, so this makes a token. I don't know what they're really gonna get out of the graveyard. Maybe a relic or something to attack our graveyard. Soul Guide Lantern? Alright, well, we don't have Delirium anymore. We gotta shuffle away this, Past in Flames. Brainstorm, Past in Flames, Volcanic. Let's just shuffle this. I guess we could take the Volcanic, progress our board, and then cast the Ponder and shuffle. That's probably better. Take the Volcanic. No. Play the Volcanic. Ponder. And then we go any order, shuffle, Rain of Filth. Alright, so we're just waiting on a payoff card. Infernal Tutor or Burning Wish. So they played Urion, so let's plus this. Attack Chandra. I think it's chump block with Urion. We're so dead this game. It's so unreal how good this deck is against blue-white control. This might be a pretty good deck. We know they have a million basics. There's no point Field of Ruin. We'll just use this. Hold up this. We could Gust the Chandra. But I don't know what that accomplishes. I'm going to save the Gust for the 6-mana Chandra. Alright, so they're just going to make a bunch of these token things. Luckily, we have the Echoing Truth to buy ourselves a bunch of time. Opal. They could play the Thought Monitor now, which is annoying. Yup. So we probably need a Thoughtseize at this point too. They probably at this point have a Force of Will by now. But we also get to Echoing Truth the construct tokens. Alright. Ponder. Past in Flames. Why are we getting these fucking Past in Flames when they have a Soulblind Lantern? Any order, shuffle. Shuffle, yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we'll wait for them. When they make 2 constructs, we'll Echoing Truth the constructs. Exile the top card. Bristling Hydra. Bristling Hydra is a pretty good exile. This card's kind of cracked. We'll need to scry. Yeah, they have the Lantern here. Alright, so they make the construct. I don't know what they're going to search for here, but I think it might be the artifact. So let them search for the artifact. Bristling Hydra. I'm going to Gust that. Get out of here. Get to kill the Wandering Emperor. That's okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, scry 2. Oh boy, bottom. Cycle. Cycle. I'm gonna pay 2 so I can scry with the Castle Vantress. We'll kill the Chandra. So that resolved. That's kind of weird that resolved. All right, give me. Maybe they have forced negation. That's what I was thinking. That they have force of negation and they couldn't cast it because they didn't have the mana. I don't know. They're looking at my hand. Yup. Alright, so now we need to scry for Verdict. Wow. Wow. Do we scry for Verdict during upkeep? We probably can't afford to. Sick. I guess that bounces the Kiki-Jiki. But bouncing the Kiki-Jiki doesn't really seem like the best solution, but we probably have to. I don't really like doing this, but it is a lot of lands in a row and not a lot of Teferis. But if they get to bounce this and start cloning stuff, that's obviously a problem. I have to block. I'm at too low life total. Alright. We need... I wish I had that past in flames now. I could kill them. No, I couldn't. Because of the Soulguard Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough. Not enough. They haven't tapped that Ancient Tomb enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're going to yield. Exile this Saga. Yeah, it was 6 lands and then a Censor. I mean, they're just outvaluing us. They're just destroying us. This deck seems pretty good. I mean, we'll kill... I mean, they can cast some dumb, horrible thing. This deck has inevitability. I'm kind of impressed with it. This is some Ulamog, and I'm going to concede. I'm conceding. I don't even want to know what it is. I don't even want to know what it is. Don't even want to know. He was playing Teamer Aetherworks with just a bunch of value. Maybe I should be saving this to cycle. I have so many lands in my hand, I probably should just cycle that. But at the same time, who knows? Yeah, he was basically playing all the good standard broken cards, Chariot and Chandra. Like, he was just Quicken Consider. All foil? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the Legacy. Narset. Do we think that they have Stubborn Denial main, or do you think we could just run off this fat absorb? Let's just absorb that. They probably don't have mystical. Do they have Spell Pierces? What do we think? Do we need to play around Spell Pierce and just Dovin's Veto this? Because this card's fucking dumb. Probably, right? Yeah. Treasure Cruise. Oh, it's a good thing we stopped iteration. It's a good thing we stopped iteration. That'll stop blue-red. Alright. Listen, people enjoy casting that card into another Narset. Oh, good. They had both Spell Pierce and Absorb. Alright, well this game's over. We've lost. I guess our only play is to hope that they go for it and be greedy. And then we can Otawara this. Yield. I agree that this format's not great. That's why I only play it when there's a tournament coming. But there is a Pioneer Super thing coming. There's a Pioneer Showcase Challenge, so here we are. Alright, well, let's just cast more cards into Spell Pierce that they have 7 of. Okay, well, now we're in business. We're not in the drawing cards business, but we're in the stopping them from doing stuff business. Canal Dredger. Good call. There is a combo with Lotus Field in the format. Yeah. I'm just trying this deck out. It won a prelim yesterday. I put 7 cards in hand. It's so crazy. Hopefully most of them are just burn spells. Narset. Well, you know... Yeah. Counterspell number 1. I had to save this Field of Ruin for a... I'm going to save the Field of Ruin for a... What? What am I saving it for? I'm saving it for Hall of the Storm Giants. That's what I'm saving it for. Speaking of Hall of the Storm Giants... Alright, we can absence that Narset, but that would be like the worst interaction for us ever. We absence the Narset, and then they end up drawing 3 cards off 1 card. I mean, I agree, it's kind of shit, but also, you know, maybe the format's changed since Winona and Iteration got banned. Like, I'm sure Watu's take was probably prior to the banning, but I don't know. If they do something dumb, then we do care. Like, they play a bunch of Days Undoing and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. Absence is bad, but it is a necessary evil, I think. The format did just get a lot slower, I agree. That's kind of why I'm playing this, what I'm playing. Alright, let's play the Emperor. We know they revealed a Fiery Impulse a long time ago, so this Emperor is not going to live very long. Fiery Impulse. So I'm going to protect this? No, I don't think so. I'll just make another one. Yep. I guess I won't make another one. Should have just Memory Deluged. Speaking of Memory Deluge, what's Memory Deluge? Ooh, want you, and I want... I guess the Field of Ruin is good. I don't really need the Field of Ruin right now. Play the land. Obviously, we're not going to play the Teferi right now. Teferi also has issues with Narset. To the person that said, do we care about Narset's ability? Yes, we do. We have Teferino. They play more than that red-white deck. This card is so fucking good. That card is so fucking good. They have 7 cards in hand. I mean, I have to plus, right? I understand there's a Narset. I understand, but I have to plus. I understand there's a Narset. Minusing just gets it killed. We are plussing. Building loyalty matters. I understand that we're not drawing. Yeah, for the cycle, yeah. We would not draw a card with this. The Narset would exist. We can cycle the Censor on their turn, which is what we're probably going to do here. They're attacking Teferi. Yeah, It's so crazy how this whole archetype is just designed around Narset. Collective Defiance. Well, I suppose I have to Dovin's veto that. Considering it would literally wipe my hand. Make me discard my entire hand. No Narsets. No, nothing here. Nothing to see here. Move along. We have used all 4 of our four Dovin's vetoes. We've used 4 Dovin's vetoes and we're losing this game. Alright, what do we have to do here? What do we have to do? We have to kill the Narset. Plus Teferi. Or do we Deluge to try and find an answer for the Narset? We just have to kill the Narset with the Hull. The Narset stops us from drawing with Teferi. We can't draw with Teferi with the Narset in play. Well, that's on me. What am I going to hit? What am I going to cycle here that's going to protect this? I should have just portable hold one of these things a million years ago. I guess I could hit Absence. Tilt. Teferi is down. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Luckily, they don't play Treasure Cruise. Hey, that's why we've been saving portable hole. All right. Vantress. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the best thing to do here? Do we want a verdict, or do we just want to portable hole this and leave up Deluge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. I actually think we don't do anything. Alright, let's just pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to use Castle Vantress. We'll Field of Ruin it. And then we'll Wandering Emperor end of turn. Just not using the castle. There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see that scry. Nice and good scry. I want to see a nice and good scry. Alright. They failed to find. Okay, so all I'm learning is no deck plays basics and Field Field of the Dead or whatever the fuck it is broken. That's all I'm learning in this format. Not Field of the Dead. Field of Ruin is broken. That's what I'm learning in this format. Yep. 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 Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Memory Deluge. Playing around the Spell Pierce. Oh yeah, I don't think we want Censor anymore. I think we want Deluge and Verdict, I guess. Verdict. Let's just Verdict. Alright. Now we have Emperor plus Deluge. We can flashback the Deluge. We could play the Emperor. We could start a clock on him. Thing in the ice is fine. We just need to stop. We just need to stop treasure cruises at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wandering Emperor. Make a person. Plus the people. Let's just get this thing out of the way. Surprised we won this game. This is where we're drawing the line on the portable hole. Fire Impulse, sure. Alright, can we hit him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do it, but we don't play around Spell Pierce. I think we can wait. I think we can wait. There's no reason. There's no reason to be too aggressive. We lose the game if they draw Treasure Cruise with Spell Pierce back up. We lose the game. So we can be a little patient, right? We have the Emperor. We have a Memory Deluge flashback. We can be patient. Patience is we win the long game, right? So why try and force the action and lose the game? I will take Teferi. I will take Fateful Absence in case they draw another one of those goddamn... Another one of those goddamn... Teferino. Alright, plus... Yeah, they may have been dead by now, but we can't lose this game if we play smart and safe. We could lose the game if we play risky. Right? If they have a Spell Pierce and then they treasure... If they go Treasure Cruise and then we go Absorb it and they Spell Pierce or Absorb, it's pretty reasonable for them to have a Spell Pierce in their hand at this point, right? Sure. But, I mean, they could chain together Treasure Cruises or they could take 2 extra turns. There's a lot of shit that this deck can do if you tap out for no reason. Okay. So we're just playing the Dirtle game. You know, where we just Dirtle forever. We'll take an Absorb and a Eiganjo. And we will scry. Bottom, top. Look at this. Plus. I think now it's good to attack. When you're... There's a StarCraft streamer called Artosis. This is for some people who may not know. But his favorite line... This is Otawara. They're going to bounce my thing. Sure. His favorite line is, when you're ahead, get more ahead. Right? So that's what he says that all the time. When you're ahead, get more ahead. I mean, they have 0 cards in hand. Sure. I'm not scrying anymore. This game's over. We'll be fine with the clock. Oop. Alright, they conceded. Alright, so this next game gets a lot harder. Alright, we want Rest in Peace, that's for sure. We want Dream Trawler. We want... Do you want Narset's Reversal? I mean, I guess this is in the deck for this deck. We want Gust. We want this, we want this. We probably want this. We probably want this. I want all this. So what do I cut? What do we cut? I want everything. I want everything. Let's cut Censor. We're on the draw. Alright. Portable is kind of good against Thing in the Ice. But I think we could shave. I think we could shave. I think we could shave. I think we can shave. Just add a companion and done. Yeah. Let's trim on more verdicts. Let's trim on absorbs. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard when they get to have spell pierces and disputes and stuff. It's going to be hard to absorb something. I kind of want to keep the... Let's cut a portable hole too. And let's cut another Emperor. Sure. Emperor seems really good though. Maybe we don't want 4 deluges if our plan is to rest in peace. Well, we have a plan. Our plan is rest in peace. This matchup needs Morphling. They considered and put a Narset to the bottom. Alright, well, pay 2. Rest in peace. Spell Pierce. Yay. Narset. Very fucking exciting. Oh, God, this card is so annoying. And they have a Fry here. Oh, that's good for my Teferi. Is there a reason to play this other Rest in Peace? I don't think so. Not and just hold. Now that we're just going to get mind twisted. I mean, there's nothing I could do. Literally, their whole deck is just Narset. It's so stupid. I suppose you're going to have a Spell Pierce now. I guess I can Narset's Reversal this. Might as well choose new copies. We'll do that one. Wow, you had it. That was fun. That was a fun format. Well, I guess this deck just sucks because it doesn't have fucking shock in it. We just need goddamn shock to kill that Narset. I mean, we lost the game the second the Narset resolved. We just have to hope this Rest in Peace does work. Yeah, we could have had them. I mean, whatever I cast wasn't resolving, so it didn't really matter. We could have chose modes. That's target player, right? So we could have had them. Target player discards their hand, then draws that many. So we could have targeted them with this, but you can't choose the new modes. So once the mode's chosen, you can't choose another mode. Alright, well, we have a Scry. Cool, another Narset. Awesome. Alright, well, we get to Castle Vantress. This is going to be really exciting. Oh, I guess we'll top. I'm actually going to play Narset now while they're tapped out. I'm sure they have no possible way of dealing with a 2/2, but you know. Thing in the ice, huh? That thing's probably... They discarded a treasure cruise. That thing's probably flipping. Let's just predict it. There's no way that thing doesn't flip. No way they don't flip that thing with 7 cards in their hand. Fry the Narset. Sure. We're going to use this game to even out the clock a little bit. They're going to win, but we're going to... Guess that kills Narset. That'll be exciting. It's nice to see that Quicken has replaced Expressive Iteration. Okay, we get to make a 3/3. We could potentially kill the Narset here. This is a very exciting moment in time. This is very exciting. We'll have a 3/3. How can we lose with a 3/3? You ask yourself. And I think we can't. They can't Fiery Impulse it. They'll have to fry it. And I'm sure they're not playing fries. I guess they are playing fries. Well, we're gonna die to that now, so this is great. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should. I just needs to be all about Narset. This matchup is just all about Narset. They do have a castle, but I think we need better than these. Yep. I guess I should have just kept the goddamn portable holes in the deck. They're just gonna be so good. Okay, well, top. Okay, alright. The game continues. We could have gone Narset minus, but I think Narset minus is a little bit risky because they probably have a large number of Mystical Disputes in their hand at this point. Like a very large number of Mystical Disputes in their hand. Boop. They put it on top. Who would have guessed? I guess we Narset. I think we need to minus to draw cards. Let's get this Veto. So we could kill their goddamn thing that they're about to cast. They're probably going to fry the Narset anyway, so like... Oh. They're not going to cast it? Interesting. Interesting. Do I want to minus this? Probably. Fateful Absence, Dovin's Veto. Ah, there goes our Dream Trawler. No. No, Dream Trawler, no. I mean, it's wrong to minus this. It is good to keep it around. It's one of the most powerful cards against them, but at the same time, they're playing fries. They're playing all kinds of ways to interact with it. So now they get to play that stupid guy. Yeah. They're just not going to do anything. Alright, we're gonna kill him now. How's this gonna work? How's this work? Whenever the portal casts sends a treasure card, you draw 1 card. Alright. Let's cast this. Let's cast it now, because I can't draw any cards. We have to kill this goddamn thing. They didn't draw any cards. Look at that. Alright, scry 2. I'm gonna keep this Field of Ruin. Tired of their Castle Vantress. I'll get an island. Can't really do anything about that. They will get to draw a card. Oh, ooh, hello. From the bottom, but on top. This can block this. We can't let them have this. This is way too powerful, this card. They get to kill the Narset. That's okay. The fuck are they casting? They're probably gonna cast a Clue. Oh, they get to ping me. That's adorable. That's so adorable. Alright. Next turn we Dream Trawler. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this a hard cast Treasure Cruise? Oh, yes. Love it. Oh, pay 9 for that. Okay, now we're not going to play the land anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Dream Trawler has arrived. Our brother, our friend, the Dream Trawler, is here to save us. I mean, they totally wiped our hand, and we're probably ain't gonna win this game. The Dream Trawler is a great Magic card. Yep, I can't counter that. We're gonna kill the Narset. How many Narsets have they used? 1 Narset, 2 Narset. Alright, whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1. Now we begin combat. Now we attack Narset, Parter of the Veils. We finally get the goddamn card out of here. Finally! We are freed from the oppression of Narset. Look at that. I'm gonna play this. This card's too important. Okay, consider. Alright, we're fighting back. We're clawing back. We have to go fast here. They have 7 cards in hand. I wonder if they're playing Jace, the 4-mana Jace that you plus and you win the game. That card could be an issue here. Alright, I'm not going to cast anything. I'm not going to tap. They're going to second main. I'm going to Deluge here. I'm going to look for a... I'm going to Deluge. They're going to counter it. But they won't have anything to hit the... They won't have anything that can kill the Dream Trawler. For 1 red mana, unless they're playing Lightning Axe. Alright, it looks like they're trying to kill me with Jace. Let's plus the Teferi. All the Storm Giants. Alright, let's kill this. And we'll go to end step, and we'll untab this and this. Okay. I feel good about this. We have 2 lethal threats. Because this goes to 3 + 1. No, it's just 1 lethal threat. Ugh, fuck. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's so good. What are we targeting? Mercurio Blue giving out 1 sub. Thank you. Well, that goes back to the hand. This goes in play. I'm gonna cycle this. I'm gonna cycle this farmland. If we draw a Supreme Verdict, we could just win the game. Alright. Let's pay 2 life. Can't be countered, choose one, return to a permanent. Alright, we're gonna go to combat. We're gonna begin combat. Beginning of combat. Attack. The Dream Trawler. Draw a card. Alright. Let's play Teferi. What are we doing with these things? Return target permanent, discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof. Hexproof. And we'll pay 2. Then Teferi resolves. Then what are we doing? We're disputing. What are we doing? Are we returning a spell to my hand? What are we returning with? They could return the Portable Hole. That's not terrible. What are they doing? They're returning the Rest in Peace. They're returning the Portable Hole to get another thing. What's happening? Returning, what are we, they're targeting the Mystical Dispute? Okay. So that gets counter, then we just go Teferi, unsummon that. Gust is only red or green. Gust is only red or green. Maybe, yeah, just getting that stupid horror off the table is kind of crazy. Alright, I think we're in an okay spot. Collected defiance. Target player discards all cards in their hand, then draws. Okay. Sure. What are we doing here? Negating? Oh, we're flipping. That's cute. Okay, so you're dead to the building. It must have Otawara. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, it's got Ward 3. Go on. Okay. Alright. We won. So, what do we think of the deck? We went 4-3. We went 4-1. I do enjoy that. Alright, let's open these chests. Fancy preordain. What did we think of the deck? The deck was pretty powerful. Somehow we just outgrinded Izzet. I mean, they're definitely weaker to graveyard hate now that iteration is gone. Like, I think the Rest in Peace just shut them down. They literally wiped our whole hand. And then we just came back. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that that happened like that. Kind of insane. Alright.